From the John C. Hinch Production Art Studios, it's Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Ricky Hendon and Melody Mercado. The latest news with Danielle Hemsky and Aaron Morden. Sports with Katrina Baumgartner and reporter Katie Crowley. Jalen Cook brings us State of the Arts. Kyle Peck reviews the movies in Get Real. Taylor Hurnett takes us about town. Chardonnay Mason reviews what's good in Let's Eat. Anna Tassi reviews the music scene in On the Beat. Jackie Myers is in the spotlight with current celebs. Emma Heth goes out with the street team. And Jenna Amico takes us backstage with About Crew. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine, your hosts Ricky Hendon and Melody Mercado. Take it away, kids.
Good evening and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Ricky Hendon.
And I'm Melody Mercado.
We're glad to have you all back again. And to start, we want to talk about money, because who doesn't like money, Melody?
I mean, I love money.
So Forbes just released their yearly billionaires list this year, and there was one person who was notable. Do you know who it is?
I think I heard it was Michael Jordan.
That is right. Michael Jordan made it for the first time. He's the first athlete to ever make the billionaires list.
Wow.
Just shows you how far you can come with hard work and taking the non-traditional route. But there were a lot of things that were really interesting about it. It's amazing to see how the distribution of wealth is kind of made up in the world. But you had to take a guess as to how many billionaires there were on the list.
How many billionaires?
Take a guess.
Okay. It doesn't seem that would be that many. So I'm going to guess like 150.
150?
Yeah.
A little higher. One more.
Higher?
One more. Yeah.
200?
Over 1,800 billionaires were on the list.
Are you serious?
Yes. So it's crazy just how much money there is. You wouldn't even think that there would be that much money, like GDP-wise in the world, but it's
combined together, they could probably, pay off the whole debt for the United States?
That'd be cool. Hopefully we can get some of that money and make the list ourselves this way.
But now it's time to check in with the news team.
Good evening, and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Aaron Morden.
And I'm Danielle Hemsky. Let's take a look at the news.
Maryland Democratic Senator Barbara Mikulski, the longest serving female senator in history, announced Monday that she will retire at the end of her term. Obama issued a statement that praised her as legendary and said her leadership will inspire millions of girls and women to become leaders. Some say her retirement could open up a position for former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley to take her place.
Bradley's provost, David Glassman, was named the new president of Eastern Illinois University on Monday. His multi-year effort to revise Bradley's general education curriculum for the first time since the 1980s recently saw final approval, ending his career at Bradley on a high note.
A 14-year-old girl was killed and 2 others wounded after a feud on Facebook developed into a planned brawl at a park. The Alabama girls decided to meet up at a Birmingham park where the fight was planned to be videotaped and then posted online. After the fight, two teenage men pulled out guns and shot at the girls, killing one. Authorities believe one of the shooters was dating a girl involved in the Facebook fight.
A recent study conducted by researchers at Bradley, Nanyang Technological University, and the University of Missouri-Columbia found that heavy Facebook usage could lead to serious depression. Bradley journalism professor Pat Ferrucci was a leading researcher on the project. Researchers surveyed over 700 college students, and their results say that if you stalk your friends on Facebook, you think your life is less exciting than theirs, and you feel bad about yourself.
Lucas Ward, a 17-year-old junior at Farmington High School, is one of 6 teens competing for the National Young Marine of the Year award and will soon leave on a trip to Guam and Iwo Jima. The Young Marine program's goal is to promote healthy living and patriotism, as well as include an anti-drug message from the DARE program. Children as young as 8 can join and participate through high school.
Many people believe art is nothing but a simple picture on the wall, but a student at Bradley views his art in a different perspective. Celeste Castañeda has the story.
We're here at the Huser Art Center, where we find a bright, talented young artist, Ryan Dowell, and he tells us what he concentrates on.
I like working in a lot of different areas at once, but my primary focus is on painting and photography. where right now I'm starting to blend both mediums, and I'm using a lot of photography within my painting.
Ryan is very creative when it comes to his own work. He has a different approach compared to other artists.
As far as my style, what I'd compare it to is a bit of pop art and then turning it on its head and then referencing a lot of like idyllic American lifestyles from like the 50s and 60s, flipping that on its head and kind of mocking it a bit, adding in some humor and then putting an underlying, message underneath. Definitely tying it to social themes.
Ryan states in his own words why he is passionate about art.
I think the reason why I love art so much is because of how much of a story it tells about society and human history. And it's just people kind of giving narratives about their world that they live in, which I think is fascinating. And that's what my goal is, primarily to help give a bit of narrative from my own point of view and hopefully have that join the collective of what is now and what will one day be viewed as, oh, that's how that decade was, that's how that time period was.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Celeste Castaneda.
Now let's go to Bob for sports.
Thanks, Danielle. With the deal for the long-awaited Floyd Mayweather Jr. Manny Pacquiao mega fight signed, sealed, and delivered, it's time for the top two boxers in the world to come face-to-face to officially kick off the promotion for the fight in that the most believable shatter every box office record in boxing history. Mayweather and Pacquiao will meet to unify their welterweight world titles May 2nd at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. That's in Nevada. Michael Jordan can be found near the top of seemingly every single list that mentions his name. He's not close to the top of a new one, but he'll probably just be fine without that. Forbes magazine revealed its 29th annual World's Billionaires list, and Jordan made the cut for the first time. With an estimated net worth of $1 billion, Jordan qualifies as the 1,741st richest person in the world, according to Forbes magazine. It is believed that Jordan makes more than $100 million a year off royalties from his Nike and Jordan line, though his business manager estimates Portnoy has never confirmed those numbers. Who the heck is Portnoy, do you know? I guess not. Senior Emily Delvaux added a pair of all-conference honors to her collection with strong showings in both the 800 meters and the mile. The 2014 MVC 800-meter champ at both the indoor and outdoor conference meets last year, Delvaux got the day started on a good note with a second-place finish in the mile. Delvaux clocked a career best time of 4 minutes and 54 seconds for the fourth best time in school history. Later in the day, she finished third in the 800 meters with a time of 2 minutes and 11 seconds to capture the fifth overall. Conference honor of her track career. That's all for sports. Back to you, Danielle. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Bob. Bradley University has taken the initiative to reduce food waste in the cafeterias on campus. Jenna Amico has the story.
College dining halls provide enough food to serve a lot of students on a daily basis. Although everyone who comes to the dining halls are served the proper amount of meals, a lot of the food served actually gets wasted. Gail Hansen, the Director of Dining Services at Bradley University, says that the new food tree program helps to cut down on food waste.
The overview piece comes from the fact that we wanted to create awareness with our student consumers about what they're wasting on a daily basis and how the waste impacts our community and our society as a whole.
A main goal of the program is to help keep the environment clean.
It's really better for our environment. If we're not putting that into the ground, we don't have to worry about all the resources it takes to cultivate it so that eventually our earth will stay healthy.
Gail has high hopes for the impact that this program will have on students here at Bradley.
Bradley students are very engaged, and if you tell them what you find and ask them to help you fix the problem, then they react to that and they move forward with it, and they actually come up with additional ideas for us to be successful.
Bradley students are already supporting the idea and believe that it will have an impact on them.
I think having like a visual example of what's actually happening would make people notice.
I think it'll definitely make people more aware of it. Like, maybe I should think twice about grabbing this food.
Preventing food waste is an issue that Gail is passionate about, and she has a personal stance behind the issue.
For me, it's creating that value for our students. So by working together in that partnership, we're both trying to make a better environment for everybody.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Jenna Amico.
All all I can say about that is I'm so happy I don't have to eat cafeteria food anymore.
Yeah, I'm still tongue-tied trying to think about all that money Michael Jordan makes for playing basketball. That's all for the news this week. I'm Bob Jacobs.
I'm Aaron Morden.
And I'm Danielle Hayimski. Have a great night, and be sure to join us next week.
You can't speak either.
Thanks, news team, and thanks, Bob, for covering that Forbes story in a little bit more depth.
So, Facebook. That was an interesting story, wasn't it? About how if you see your friends' pictures and whatnot, it can lead to depression. That study.
That is so interesting. I've never ever thought about it that way. Have you?
I mean, I can see it to a degree because, you know, let's say if your friends all go out to the movies and they post and like, oh, we had a great time, and then you were left out and you're just at home
uninvited.
Like, what? Why would you not invite me? You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's how I'm going to be feeling when I see pictures of you on PCB, and I'm going to be like, dang, Ricky did not even invite me to go. Maybe, but I can't see myself going into like deep depression over that.
Really? Oh, well. I'm definitely going to post a couple, so I apologize ahead of time, but there's a spot left if you're interested in coming along.
I mean, you know, I think I'll be okay. I would love to go, but, you know, there's just sleeping and things that I just need to catch up on.
You know, another thing I like about the study is that it was done partially here at Bradley, and so it kind of reflects our culture, but along with like everywhere else at the same time.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I thought it was just extremely interesting, the study in general.
Gotcha. So now let's see where they took us this week on About Town.
It's a chilly 12 degrees outside today, but inside the Owen Center, people don't seem to mind the cold. That's probably because even though they're skating on ice, it's warmer in here than it is outside in late February.
Well, we are open all year round. We were definitely more busy during the winter months, just because, you know, that's when people skate. People know that winter is skating season. Even though in July we're fully capable to have both rinks up and running and have a full house skating. I mean, we have the power to do that, but just everybody's mind and the traditions of skating is winter is a skating sport.
Yes, the Owen Center offers private lessons and open skate to the public, but skating isn't the only activity you'll find there.
We have stuff going on all year. We still have some hockey games and practices and camps going during the summer as well. So
skating can be fun and enjoyable for everyone, no matter what age or level you're at.
It's a great physical activity that you can learn really quickly. I mean, you can come out to a public skate and not know how to skate and still have a great time, whether you're hanging on the walls or you can just shuffle foot around the rink. It's a great social activity. I think you can have a lot of fun with your friends, laughing at each other when you fall down, or cheering for each other for your successes.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Taylor Hurnett.
Thanks, Taylor. You know, I don't know if you've ever been, but I really love the Owen Center.
I've never been, but I really do love activities such as rollerblading and ice skating. But speaking of entertainment, another story we wanted to go ahead and get into, the Wrigley Brothers Circus is going to stop the use of elephants in their shows because of allegations of mistreatment of the animals. What do you think about that?
I heard about that, and I kind of understand it to a degree, but I think it's kind of reflective of how we're kind of becoming like more of a liberal nation in terms of like how we like deal with some of those things and want action taken for stuff like that. And I do think to a degree there could be some animal abuse going on there. Like you see the same thing kind of happening at SeaWorld with their killer whales. They're kind of getting rid of them. So it's a give and take. It's entertainment, but at the same time they're animals. So it just kind of depends. Like I feel like it'd be different from anybody.
I think one of the big differences, Wrigley Brothers is going to stop using the elephants, whereas SeaWorld is still continuing to use the orcas, even though they're still under allegations of mistreating them. So I think that's interesting, especially seeing how much media coverage negative media coverage that SeaWorld is getting for that, and then the decline in visits and support that they are getting.
Gotcha.
But now let's check in with Kyle in Get Real.
Good evening and welcome to Get Real. I'm Kyle Peck. As the snow slowly subsides for spring to arrive, it's time to put on those running shoes. This week we look at Walt Disney Pictures' new sports drama film based on a true story, McFarland, USA.
Coached cross country before?
No. Track? No.
But you ran? Competed in high school, maybe?
No.
Well, you sound perfect.
The film stars Kevin Costner as Jim White, a coach at McFarland High School in McFarland, California. He decides to take on cross country and transform a team of predominantly Mexican-American athletes into championship contenders. Its pacing and beats in the film predetermines the sports drama formula that Disney usually runs. Regardless, the film captures the sensitivity and heart of a complicated reality.
You're thrilled that this could actually happen in America and happen in this small town. And so McFarland represents that small town, and Jim White represents the difference an individual can make.
In addition, Kevin Costner manages a solid performance by being the focus on and off the playing field, even when being irritable.
So the lowest score wins?
That's right. It's like golf.
You think we play golf?
We don't got a country club. We don't even got a Kmart.
But that guy plays golf.
The film's presentation is overall average and a safe version of Disney's previous sports drama films. Despite this, McFarland USA runs a feel-good movie that is earned by the story's charm, realistic approach, and Kevin Costner's rather effective character arc. The film was given 3 out of 5 stars. That's it for Get Real. I'm Kyle Peck.
Thanks, Kyle. You know, Ricky, I am really excited for this movie because
I bet you are.
I am a running nerd to the max,
Right.
and seeing such an inspirational story like this, especially involving cross country and minorities, I just it's on my alley, and I have to watch it. And
You're really going to be able to relate, is what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, as a runner.
This is your story. This is your movie.
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting in the front, guys. This is all me. This is me right here. But I'm just so excited because the characters and the storyline, it just seems like such a feel-good movie, and especially involves dedication and not giving up, and it's just.
And was it based on a true film, true story?
You know, I am really not sure, so I don't want to say yes.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think it's a truly inspirational story that I think everyone, including lots of families, should go and see.
If it ends up being really good, it's hard to write movies like that if they're not based on a real story. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Some deep tones there. But I ran track in high school and did a little distance, and so I kind of can get the feel for it too, so we'll see. But, no, this is me. It's time to check in with Emma on the street team.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. This week on Street Team, we're going to try to prove that more people know who these famous people are than who these famous people are. Hey. Oh hey Emma, can I ask you a question? Of course. Do you know who this is? No I don't. And do you know who this is? Oh yeah, that's Taylor Swift. And I just proved my own point. I'm Emma Heth. Let's get started. Yeah, let's go.
What's your name?
Allison.
And do you know who this person is?
Yes. Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift.
Yes, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, yeah. Okay.
Taylor Swift.
And do you know who this person is?
No.
Any guesses?
Important person in politics.
I think that's Mitt Romney, isn't it?
Close.
It's some politician. John McCain? Nope, that's not him.
Is that Runner or governor?
No, I cannot.
Someone politician. And do you know who this is? Can you name this group of 9 people?
The Kardashians.
Can you name any of them?
Courtney, Khloe, Kendall.
Kim, Chloe.
Can you name any of them?
All of them. Chris, Kylie, Kendall. Courtney, Kendall. Khloe, Kendall.
Okay, and can you name these 9 people?
No. No. No.
Can you name any of them?
No. Mm-mm.
Can you name any of them?
I cannot.
No.
No, I actually don't know who they are.
Do you know who this group of people are?
No.
No. Okay, what's your name?
Will.
And do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Really?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. From Midstate Magazine, I'm Emma Heth.
Thanks, Emma. That was a great piece.
That last guy at the end, I mean, who doesn't know who Taylor Swift is? But then I shouldn't be talking because we all should know who our vice president is, and we should all know who our Supreme Court justices are, even though I can't name them.
The stars are just so much more interesting, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess I can see where you're coming from.
But speaking of which, one of America's biggest stars, or I guess maybe Canada's biggest star, Justin Bieber is going to be roasted on Comedy Central in the next couple of weeks here.
I saw the lineup for that, and one of the people that caught my eye was Martha Stewart. So, I mean, she's known for making waffles and potted plants with stencils. So, I mean, I don't know what she's going to talk about for Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she does.
But let's check in with Jalen and our special guest on State of the Arts.
Tonight's guest has been with us before, and this time around, she's brought friends with her. Sarah Marie Dillard is appearing for the second time, and she has brought singer and ukulele player Jessica Gabink and percussionist Tony DePalma. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
How's everybody doing?
So well. How are you?
Not too bad. Very tired and cold, but...
Well, you'll have that.
Yeah, we'll make it work. So what are you guys going to be performing for us tonight?
Tonight we're performing another one of my original songs. It's called The Coal Miner. And it's such a privilege to have these two here with me. Jessica performs with her duo Projects, and Tony performs with Stream the Machine and Noise Floor. If you could ever catch any of them, it's totally worth it. Highly recommend it.
Awesome. How long have you guys been performing together?
This will be our second performance, all three of us.
Okay. So how did you meet up and start jamming out? Is it just like a...
Jessica's duo partner, Mr. Chris Wilson, and I met several years ago during high school choir things, and then they started coming out to my open stage at the Red Barn, host first Friday of every month. And so it's lovely to have her. I don't have a lot of female friends, so you got to keep them close, you know what I'm saying? And then Tony over here is my brother's percussionist for his band Noise Floor, and I decided to borrow him.
Okay, but you're going to give him back on loan, right?
I have not decided that yet.
Okay, definitely.
Jury's out.
You guys planning on performing any time after this or any further?
We do not. The three of us have our next date planned, but we jam quite a bit, so.
Awesome. Well, the stage is yours, guys, so take it away whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget your mic.
I'm going to take my mic off
There you
right
go.
now. Ready, ladies? Great news.
I gave my life to a coal miner to light his way in the dark. And now there sits a lump of coal where once I found a heart. He dug way down in the deep, in the deep, in the deep, for secrets big enough to keep. Big enough to keep. And I never saw his dirty face again. So I gave my love to an old cowhand to keep him warm on the range. And he gave me a pair of pearl-handled pistols in exchange. He's out there singing in the night, in the night, in the night. I guess he's never gonna ride, never gonna ride, 'cause I've never seen his dirty face again. I gave my love to a music man to keep his soul afloat. And now there is an empty space where once my heart called home. I'll look you in the eye all day, every day. But I'll never give anything away. And I'll never see his dirty face again.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, no problem. Hope you come back anytime soon.
Hope so too.
All right, well, that's all that we got for you tonight on State of the Arts. Join us next week to see more talent from the Peoria area. For State of the Arts, I'm Jalen Cook.
Thanks, Jalen. You know, Sarah has such a unique sound to her, and the first time she was amazing. And I keep wanting to say, like, she has that Adele sound to her, but also I guess you can categorize her music as like indie blues.
Yeah, absolutely, and I really enjoyed it. You know, she kind of reminds me of a lady called Selah Sue. Have you heard of her?
No, I've never have.
People, if you haven't seen her or heard of her, Selah Sue, look her up on Spotify or whatever. Her music is great, but she's a Belgian singer, and she kind of has she sings with a Jamaican accent almost sometimes, but she makes similar sounding music. But the thing I will say about Sarah is you really got to appreciate original music because it is so hard to do, especially when she's got the two people with her coordinating everything. It's really an art form, and you got to love it.
Oh yes, of course, most definitely. Especially like nowadays, people have things that write those for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone, that's all from Midstate this week. I'm your host, Ricky Hendon.
And I'm Melody Mercado, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.